I was going to ask you that from your experience, people are more often leaving because of bad management and toxic management rather than just salary and the financial part of it. Because yeah, we've had, so internally, I think we've never had a toxic manager, someone who has been toxic and has stayed in the company for a long time.
I can agree. Yeah, we never had.
But we're a small company,
Yeah.
and we know each other. And if someone shows any signs of toxicity, we try to address it. And if we cannot address it, then of course we part ways. But in most of the companies, you're kind of stuck in a team where you have no say, and your manager might be toxic. And if you try to raise this issue with the upper management, they most probably won't have the time or will not care as much, and you're just there, and you have to suffer with this manager. This is the experience that I get from talking to friends and folks who work at especially big corporations and big companies, and they often ask for advice, and I'm not really sure what kind of advice, except for just find a different job or try speaking with the boss. Like those are my two most given advices. Try speaking with not your manager, but someone above your manager, or just find a different job. And they often feel really stuck in this company.
I can tell you by my own experience, I have worked for 5 different companies as an employee. I mean, in the IT world, and I've left 4 of them, and only one case I have left because I received a really amazing offer. All the 3 other times, they were because I didn't see a path forward, or I didn't like the people that, maybe the manager that I was working with. But yeah, sometimes you receive an offer which is a great offer, like 50-60% higher than your current salary. Yeah, and if the job is okay, come on, you should take the money. Like we don't get that many chances in our life to make such amount of money when we're working as employees somewhere, and we're not businessmen. So yeah, I'm telling people, if you get such an offer and the company is not bad, because sometimes you might get that offer from a bad company, then you might think about it.
Yeah.
Is it worth it? It can be worth it. It can be worth it. You can work 1 or 2 years just to get the money, like buy a new car, pay your mortgage, and then go somewhere else, or get the needed experience to move ahead. We can make it. But for me, most of the time, it was that I didn't see a career progression. And yeah, sometimes you have to make a leap, like go somewhere else, find better opportunities, etc. But the last time I changed my jobs, I didn't do it for the money. I got a very small raise. In percents, it was like 10%. I still moved up, which was great, but it was not because of the money. I was ready just to move to another job because there were too many problems that I couldn't solve. Like they were too up high in the on the ladder, and
no one was listening to you. No one was talking to you, or you've been ignored.
I'll tell you the exact situation because it's an interesting one. I was hired to grow a very big IT hub for one foreign company here. I worked there for a year. On the first week, I was greeted by one of the managers here in Sofia after I returned from their HQ, which is in one Western country, very fancy office, amazing place. Yep. I returned here. Their office here was very, very shitty. It was terrible. And when I returned, one of the managers greeted me. He told me, "I don't know why are you here." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, like, "This company sucks. People don't want to work here. Everybody wants to leave. I don't know what to do here." And I was like, "Oh damn, maybe this was a mistake." I got there for much more money than my previous company, where I was respected and people liked me a lot, to this day. And I was like, okay, this is bad. This is bad. And it was bad. It was very bad for like 3 or 4 months. But we did a lot of job together with the other managers. We improved a lot of stuff. There were a lot of salary raises. We changed the office. We bring more benefits. It was very hard work. But in the end, why I left the place, the political games kicked in. There was a change of the CTO on a global level, and the previous CTO was very favorable of the Bulgarian office and people. And yeah, we managed to hire like 20 people for a year, which is not my greatest result, but it wasn't bad either because the salaries were really low. And we had to build an Android team here in Bulgaria, together with the senior lead Android that we have from Bulgaria.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like having a lot of interviews with nice people, but the last round of those interviews was them meeting the app manager from that foreign country. He was cutting the good candidates or like signing offer letters, but much lower than what they were expecting. And we had the case of trying to hire the senior Android guy for like almost 4,000 level, which wasn't great even that time. It wasn't that long ago. And the guy was like, no, we will give him 3.3. And I was like, come on, it's like 200 euro less
Not that
than
big of a
what.
difference, yeah.
Yeah, and what are the salaries in their country? No. In the end of the day, my friend, my guy came from Bulgaria. He got a call from one of his colleagues from his team there. He said, hey, the new app team manager, the new CTO, they don't want you to have that team there. But they don't want to tell it to you. And that's why they are rejecting everyone. He told me that. I was livid. I went crazy. There was immediate
Really
escalation.
Okay.
Nothing else happened after that. And at that very point where I was very, very disappointed because we lost a lot of people, we didn't do nothing. And that was happening for other positions too. But sometimes you need time to pass to see the picture. Yeah, why certain things are happening. And I was very angry. At that point, someone messaged me on LinkedIn. Things happened very fast and I left the company right away. And I left it, I told you, with just a little bit of raise, which is fine. But yeah, I didn't do it for the money. Like I was very, very offended by their treatment and lack of, transparency and trust and whatever we call it. Yeah, it was very bad.